So here we have the final challenge for Masquerade of the Sands, and as always this is the hardest challenge. And you can see that I not only brought 2 SP classes this time, but I also brought a SSR in Tiaris. I tried beating this map with only SRs, and I don't think it's actually possible, at least not at the power level I'm at, which I think I'm pretty close to like as strong as an account can be for a single player or for PvE as far as a lot of enchants go. So I feel like I don't think it's actually possible to beat this map with SRs. It might be possible, but you would need a lot of luck on your side. This map's most annoying enemy is Christiane, because she does Moby down on units and it cannot be resisted. So, and she also reduces your range, which is very annoying as well. So after you attack her, you actually cannot, you will be unable to attack again because she can counter at range for a while. You will be unable to attack for a while. And on this first turn, that's not the case because she hasn't put up the buff to increase her range yet. But whatever the case, in order for this first turn to go well, I need to use someone who can strike or chivalry. The chivalry does not exist with SR, so I brought Sonia with strike. And I also had Tiaris to +1 move everybody. So you want to take care of Christiane first because she does the irresistible Moby down. So that means even my Vargas here, who has Overlord badge, will still not be able to resist it, which means I won't be able to guard my units, and that just kind of makes everything fall apart. So I needed to bring these 2 SP classes in Narn and Hein, because SP Narn because I really wanted the extra movement in order to reach her on turn 1. With Hein, I think I could have gotten away without using SP Hein, especially because there are some enemies on this map that are more resistant to magic. So if I was using normal Hein, I'd be using Firebrand snipers, and those would work better against those magically resistant units. But anyway, it's not like I'm using the SP skills that much anyway. I'm mostly taking advantage of the fact that he has both Fireball and Lightning Strike to be able to alternate between it over and over. But regardless, the point is that I want to be able to do a ton of damage on Christiane on turn 1 and stack even more Thor stacks on turn 2 so that I can finish him off with a Thor attack here. Because if I don't do that, then, like I said, the Moby down is going to come out and everything is going to go horribly. Like, for example, this Celestial can pretty much just one-shot my Matthew. So I really need Vargas to be here taking all these hits. So once Christiane is out, this map is pretty much very straightforward. That is actually the most annoying part of this map. The only things that make this map hard are Christiane locking down your tank and the fact that the enemies do a ton of damage. So once you get rid of Christiane, it pretty much becomes a very straightforward tank and spank fight. Now, because they do so much damage, that's also one of the reasons I kind of ended up needing to use Tiaris. I tried using Sophia for a while with Regenerate and everything. First of all, if I use Sophia, the chance of me taking out Christiane within the first 2 turns is very low. And I would need to bring Sprint on Matthew or something, which just makes it even harder. And of course I wouldn't have Attack Blessing on from Tiaris. So it's sort of a non-starter in that sense. The other thing is that if I don't have high move units, I can't actually move out of the way of Suzette on the first turn very effectively. And Suzette just does so much damage, and she can actually one-shot some of my units if she crits them, which is pretty crazy. So as you can see, so as you're going to see is after I've taken out Christiane, like the second unit I'm actually going to focus on is Suzette, once she gets into range anyway. Because Suzette just does so much damage with her AoEs, and I don't really want to risk her running around doing splash damage on everybody, and eventually maybe killing somebody using her AoEs. So the way to take care of that is to just surround the ranged units on this map, like Illustrial, Suzette, Omega, and even Shalinga in her first form. They are all subject to being surrounded and getting bullied. And as you just saw, Omega actually killed Vargas from very high HP, and that's because he had a debuff and he used the weakness sniper or whatever that ignores a percentage of your defense, and my Vargas is very reliant on his high defense to tank stuff. So here I'm just waiting for Suzette to get closer so that I can surround her and take her out. Once Suzette is gone, everything kind of falls into place and you just sort of take out the enemies one by one. Like I said, the biggest obstacle to this map is probably the first couple turns where you really need to rush and take care of Christiane very quickly. Once Christiane is gone, it becomes a very straightforward fight. But even without Christiane around, this is actually a very strict DPS check, even though it might not seem it. You have 25 turns to do this map, which is a lot, but especially with a team like this where I don't really have a consistent attack buff, it can become very, you'll end up doing very little damage, and there's just so much HP total added if you add up all the enemies. And most of them are fairly weak or easy to kill, like Omega, Illustrial, and Suzette are relatively easy to kill because they are ranged units. You can surround them, like I said. And because Leon is a cavalry, Lancer tank will be able to tank him pretty much forever. However, Shalinka is going to be very, very annoying because not only do you have to kill her twice, but she's also very resistant to magic in her first class. So you'll see that Hein does very little damage, which, like I said, maybe I could have brought Fireband snipers and that might have worked better. Even on normal Hein, and I might have been able to clear it regardless. But yeah, aside from that, this map, there's really not a whole lot to say about it. Just I have to make sure to get my units healthy, and because I didn't bring an AoE heal on Tiaris, I have to be especially careful of the increased counter range a lot of these units are going to have. But aside from that, you're going to see there's really not anything else to say. It's just slowly chipping away on these enemies until they die. So that is going to be it for the Masquerade of the Sands challenges. I know I kind of am late to the party and I've been posting a lot of videos lately, but there'll be some videos coming soon. So I'll be seeing you guys soon.
せろ。
気分ボン。
見てろ。無駄な抵抗はするな。
頑張ろうよ。はい。そうだ。もう私の番？できた。はい。頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。はい。頑張ろうよ。はい。はい。はい。わかりました。さあ、みんな行くぞ。頑張ろうよ。頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。行くぞ。正確に。頑張ろうよ。私の番？まだ終わらないよ。わかりました。はい。
見てろ。見てろ。無駄な抵抗はするな。
行くぞ。何？足引っ張らないでバカ。
その程度か。
行くぞ。そうだ。行くぞ。はい。行くぞ。そこだ。はい。もう私の番？できた。わかりました。頑張ろうよ。
無駄な抵抗はするな。任せろ。
何？
行くぞ。
はい。
行くぞ。
もう私の番？まだ終わらないよ。
これが俺の力だ。これが俺の力だ。
はい。頑張ろうよ。
わかりました。
行くぞ。頑張ろうよ。
はい。
はい。
何？
はい。
何？もう私の番？もう私の番？まだ終わらないよ。
はい。頑張ろうよ。
無駄な抵抗はするな。
頑張ろうよ。はい。行くぞ。頑張ろうよ。
そうだ。わかりました。
頑張ろうよ。
もう私の番？できた。
これが俺の力だ。見てろ。
はい。
そうだ。
行くぞ。
何？
行くぞ。
もう私の番？まだ終わらないよ。
はい。行くぞ。正確に。はい。はい。
わかりました。
頑張ろうよ。頑張ろうよ。はい。 くぞ。そこだ。
もう私の番？できた
頑張ろうよ。
わかりました。
頑張ろうよ。
そうだ。何？
頑張ろうよ。
足引っ張らないでバ
頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。行くぞ。はい。
そうだ。できた
はい。はい。行くぞ。
もう私の番？できた
はい。頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。はい。
任せろ。
何？
私に考えが。私の動きを見切れるかな。準備万端だ。
はい。行くぞ。行くぞ。
はい。様になってないわね。はい。
はい。行くぞ。
そうだ。
はい。
任せろ。準備万端だ。
頑張ろうよ。はい。
任せろ。
頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。
足引っ張らないでバカ。何？
頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。頑張ろうよ。
備万端だ。
はい行くぞ。行くぞ。頑張ろうよ。行くぞ。はい行くぞ。はい行くぞ。
わかりました。
行くぞ。そこだ。
もう私の番？できた
はいはい
準備万端だ。
はい行くぞ。はい
わかりました。そうだ。もう私の番？
甘いんだよ。
そうだ。まだ終わらないよ。
はいはい
私に考えがある。私の動きを見切れるかな。私に考えが
はい
何？
行くぞ。